Guys, 216,000 new jobs added. About 85% of them had been credited to either federal or some government entities. In many ways, it explains a little bit as to why we added last year in a single year. We added $1 trillion of debt to what was already $32 trillion. You know what I mean? It's like that's a number that it's impossible to even make sense of what that number looks like. You know what I mean? It's like, 1,000 generations of your family can absolutely be having a phenomenal life with 32 trillion, but now it's 33 because we added one more in a single year. And one of the things that caught my attention though is the founder of FedEx, coming out and saying, "Listen, guys, we already getting to a point of no return. I'm extremely concerned about the fact that like everybody's so happy to try to looking for good news somewhere, and that's what." As human nature, I guess everybody is looking for good news somewhere, somehow. But the whole famous term about fake news, you know what I mean? Where are we going to lie to ourselves just for the purpose of trying to get a little bit of that feel good moment? If all the jobs that are coming up, I wish they would have said at least, listen, it's all low paying jobs, you know what I mean? McDonald's is hiring a lot of people, you know what I mean? But when they're talking about government jobs and stuff like that, what it means is that the private sector, which is what we need to grow, not the government, the private sector, which is what we need to grow, is not doing anything. What's your take on that, guys?
First of all, happy New Year! Happy New Year to to everybody in the channel, and happy New Year to every single one of you guys. For me, speaking of New Year's, this news is the equivalent of like everybody started their New Year's resolution, and you've seen the memes and the videos of people, and it's like one day on a diet, and there's zero change. But then they're going at it, showing off like they're already, lost some weight. Yeah. It's crazy that exactly what you said. Looking for good news where there really isn't any is something that is extremely concerning, especially because it is fake numbers. You're literally that's adding $1 trillion of debt, and it coming also that's going to have a huge impact because who's paying for all of those jobs? In not like it's us, right? It's the American people that are getting paid, that are paying for that. So it's unfortunate that that's happened. No, we're not getting skinnier. No, that's not necessarily good news in my book, because it's just government getting bigger.
So for me, it's weird. You can always flip numbers depending on which side you want to prove. So it's like if I just lost $100, right, and somebody's like, oh, but we gave you back $50. Like, yeah, but I'm still in the hole. It's like it doesn't matter how much I'm getting if it's not exceeding what I lost. But here's the thing that I pay attention to, regardless of what anybody's saying. I talk to people. And I know people are still looking for jobs. I know people who are still like, hey, I can't find a job, or at least a decent paying job, because I don't want to hear about the one job that's available that no one wants to take, and it's not going to be able to provide for my family. It's not going to give me the lifestyle that I'm looking to get. So, like I said, I guess in a way you could look at it as good news, but overall, I don't think it's a good thing. At least not yet. We'll see. I guess we got to wait and see what it turns out to actually translate to for families.
With that being said, everybody, if you got some value from this conversation, please do share, like,